Y'all heard what happened, y'all know what happened, y'all seen what happened. Y'all just like when I talk about it, cause I don't be capping. This that time of year where certain people gon' hate.
Yes, welcome to a new year, 2020. We are here.
Sturdy.
This is the most authentic on the airwaves. Mr. Make It Rain, No Rainy, and
Flawless Flaw. Peace, love.
And all international.
You dig?
You know that.
Now, we just had Uncle Murder let off on the whole industry.
He didn't see the whole clip. You know what I'm saying?
As he's supposed to.
I mean, how could he not?
That's what he do every year. You know what I'm saying? Salute to that.
I mean, well, salute to Uncle Murder, salute to Casanova. We was just with them.
Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Backstage, you know what I'm saying? In the dressing rooms, chilling. You know what I mean? Doing what we do. Casanovas. And matter of fact, make sure we shout out everybody that was part of that whole movement, that fuck prison
Mike
movement,
Lowry.
right? Who want to go to prison, salute. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all follow that Instagram. Definitely shout out to everybody who's part of that, along with, of course, like you just said, my man Abdul Wahid just came home.
Shout out,
you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mike Lowry.
Shout out,
Plainsfield just came home. You know what I'm saying? And everybody else, Sean Hartwell, he been home, but he's doing his thing.
Let's get it.
You know what I'm saying? This is what it's about. It's about people who's just coming home. People who's just making their way from the trenches, from being inside them prisons and trying to get a proper, sturdy foothold, you know what I'm saying, on society and say, look, I ain't going back.
I mean, well, since we talking about people who just came home, it's only right that we introduce our guests.
Absolutely.
Let's let our guests introduce themselves.
Talk to him.
What's going on with it right now? Y'all know who y'all dealing with, man. It's Setta, you feel me? North Philly's finest.
King Setta.
King Setta, that part. They know how to crown the guru when they G1. And all that. And yeah, I just came on. Let me put these phones down and give y'all some attention. Where I'm looking at. Is anything recording? Yeah, we sturdy.
Right.
Oh yeah, we everywhere.
Yeah, I just got out not even a month ago. You know what I mean? Why not come to one of the hottest up and coming radio stations, online, internet, and all that, you feel me, in Philly and give it up, you feel me? Take it to the streets on, you feel me? We got No Rainy, Flawless, you feel me? The CEO Sturdy, we busting out. And you know, I get y'all an appearance in the Bear Girl with me. I got my cousin in the cut, she buzzing Sturdy Bullet, you know that. And that's what it is, and that's how we bear it. You feel me? Free the jails, free SB, free the men, Sturdy.
Free the men.
And they know that. And anything else after that, and that's it.
Well, y'all heard it first, you know what I'm saying? As I always say every time, you know what I'm saying, we the most authentic on the airwaves. When it comes down to it, we give y'all not only just one layer, you know what I'm saying, of realness, we give y'all all layers of realness. We make sure that y'all understand everything that we got going on, from entertainment to community to arts to politics to what else? Culture. You know what I'm saying? And this is what we do. We do it for the culture. You know what I'm saying? Now,
real quick, you kind of skipped over. Shout out P&B Rock. You know what I'm saying? City needs something. We played it initially to give a little DK.
Shout out to P&B Rock, man. New Lane, Sturdy.
Shout out everybody in Philly.
The whole Philly. You know how he burying this right now. This shit real. Everybody's busting out in Philly. Everybody's sturdy in Philly. And we letting them know, man, the door is open right now. And if you ain't willing to make it and put some time and dedication in, leave that bullshit to the side, you need to fall back. You feel me? Because right now, it's time for us to get rich and make this paper, man. We doing it with this music and anything else, man. So go ahead, step up, man, and sit down, man. You know how we bearing it, man. Sturdy.
But you know what, though?
Talking about that bullshit. Let's leave that aside.
That part. Shout out to the whole Do For Self movement, too. I was at a Put the Guns Down violence joint like not long ago. TV Bay, Dawood Bay, and all that. We was at the barbershop down South Philly. And that joint was heavy, man. Like, shout out to that joint. We was really like on some shit. You feel me? Like, shout out to man, the whole Do For Something movement that Put the Guns Down joint. That's something big for us right now. We really on that. And the more we come together, the more we get done. I feel like as a whole, as a unity, we should really like push forward with that, because that joint was sturdy.
You know the reason why? And I'm gonna tell you the reason why. Because right about now, like, we played that track because there was 355 bodies that dropped in the city of Philadelphia this year. Right?
Did you know? So they say.
And a lot of them, a lot of the people who dropped this year was children, kids. Now, we always say, you know, this is only international counts, we global, never local. So we're talking to everybody from all coasts, you know what I'm saying, and across the coast, across the waters. But at the same time, we got to give a specific focus on the place that we from, the place where we at. Because what happens is that, what we recognize is that we have a lot of people who are becoming more and more reckless, and they're not focusing on the paper. They're not focusing on getting at $1. They're pretty much
they're embodying the fuckery, and it continues.
Exactly.
The cycle. It's all for the glitz and the glam and the hype.
Talk about
Instead of back in the day, you had to do what you had to do. You know what I'm saying? The ends justified the means, but you knew what you was doing it for. But now y'all want to glorify the struggle, which actually is detrimental to the youth because they don't glorify the fact that prison comes along with this.
Ain't no
and
doubt.
then the life that prison embodies by itself. The fact that you're not the only one going through it, but your family suffers.
Not only that, let's say it from another point of view. From the point of view that when we talk about being solid, being men, being sturdy, you know what I'm saying?
Sturdy.
That means that you being a man about it. Anything that you do, you making sure that you're responsible over. Now, we first responsible over ourselves. Secondly, we're responsible over our families. Then after being responsible over our families, we're responsible over those who's next to us or close to us, which either means our best friends, our friends' families, treating them like they're our families, or our neighbors, which means that's an extended family. And then as that goes along, that continues throughout the whole neighborhood, throughout the entire community. That later on builds into a nation.
Exactly.
Now the thing is that if we're not looking at it as that and recognizing that our responsibility over everything that goes on around us goes back to us, then what happens is that we have a whole bunch of chaos because nobody's taking responsibility as grown men. So that situation that we had the other day with the Do For Self situation, which was a collaboration called out from Tifi Bey, also Daoud Bey, also I received the word from Tone Trump, Muslim Dons, Top Notch, NR International. So many people came out because
Salute.
we are all individuals who've been through the prison system. We are all individuals who've been through warfare. And while it is the case that we have gone through what most people seek to try to go through thinking is cool, we had reasons. And so those reasons, if it's not to take care of your own, take care of your family, and also preserve life, preserve blood, wealth, and honor, and make sure that that's being kept as sacred, everything else is nonsense. So we're trying to bring people back to being that type of sturdy. Because what happens is that when you have a situation that occurs with all these bodies popping up, you got to look at what the killer is thinking, what the shooter is thinking. It's not sturdy for a person to go into jail and know that they're doing a life sentence and look at themselves in the mirror and say every day, like, yo, I'm here for some dumb stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a lot of people's reality.
And it's exactly.
That part.
Like, we had to realize, like, the sturdiness comes from when you recognize, like, look, I had to do what I had to do, and I'm proud. And if the circumstance was reversed or rewinded, I'll do it again because I know what the situation called for. That's the situation of being a man.
I also want to bring something up, not to cut you off.
But if it's not about blood, wealth, and honor, it's not that.
It's not sturdy.
And be careful not to get caught up, you know what I'm saying? Especially when you just coming home. And I know you mentioned before having, you know, the women in your life calling on you and my brother, my uncle, my so-and-so.
Yes. Matter of fact, so we gonna bring the conversation to my brother right here.
Talk to him.
Because my brother just coming home.
Right.
So, you know, we gotta keep it real on NR International because not only is it that you just coming home, but also is the fact that other people who's listening just coming home. Shout out to Big, you know what I mean? My little brother, he just came home too. You know what I'm saying? Welcome back. When it comes down to coming home, right, there's gonna be a lot of situations that are gonna be placed on your back because you the man of the house. You've been the man of the house. You've been the man for everyone around you.
Right.
Everyone counts on you. Don't let them. My advice to everyone out there who's just coming home, don't let them rush you. Don't let them go. Don't let them push you to beyond your bounds at the moment. Because people have a tendency of doing that, remembering how you were, remembering how you was able to do certain things, but you may not be in that position at the moment because of how you're trying to do things correctly.
Right, what they was accustomed to.
Exactly. So I say, and that's my advice for a lot of people who's just coming home, make sure that people don't push you beyond your bounds so you can stay home. Because what's the worth of you being home for only a few months or maybe a year, and yet all of those struggles that you tried to eliminate from other people's lives from trying to help them out, and they happen to put on you because you used to carrying that, and that's how we carry it. But because you rushed it, you went back, and they still stuck in the same predicament
ain't no doubt.
for years. For years, you know what I'm saying? Because they not handing out little small sentences.
No,
you know what I'm saying? They trying to roof people.
Ain't no doubt.
You know what I'm saying? And for those who have been listening to the NR International podcast and radio show, y'all know that we've been keeping it real to the streets and keeping our ears to what's going on in the prisons. We had one episode previously where we talked about how so many people from out of Diamond Street were indicted due to a rap. Right?
Talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
That situation is
crazy shit.
Crazy.
You know that. Not sturdy.
The situation is definitely looking better because we know how many fruits of a poisonous tree that was involved in that particular case. We seen how many even with the rap, how he was stealing the federal money and got caught up himself because of some dumb stuff that he was doing. Those people who was caught up, from what came to me, the message that came to me, some of them still will have to do time due to what they particularly were caught with. But it's not going to be that situation of being ballpark roofed. You know what I'm saying? Getting knocked out the ballpark due to the statements of an individual who, his words shouldn't have been taken from the beginning, right? We don't condone no ratting on this platform.
Yeah, not at all.
And it's not the situation. It's not the situation of just saying no snitching to be cool or nothing like that. But it's the fact of being men. Men don't tell on other men. Men
just stand what you do.
Men, exactly. Men stay silent on whatever it is that they get involved in, and they don't bring toss other people underneath the bus.
And real women do too. We're not just about to say this is what men do. Real women
absolutely
take accountability.
That part,
right?
the women is sturdy too.
Exactly.
They bitch niggas, and you know what I'm saying. That's
exactly.
But women, we we embody this sturdiness as well.
That part.
That's what we talking about.
About it.
That's what we talking about.
Tell them.
So that was just an update for y'all, for those who stayed in tune with the NR International radio show and podcast, who listened to us last season and we had that conversation. Situation's looking good. Now, unfortunately, in our hiatus, when we was traveling from here to ATL and doing what we do, we'll talk about that on a later date. But we had situations that transpired within the city of Philadelphia with rappers, with those who come from the neighborhoods that surround us, that the trial happened for AR Ab. The trial happened for, free all the men.
Free the men, man.
Free Lil Briggs Bras. Free, man, everybody that's involved in that situation.
Yeah, free the whole OBH, man. Sturdy.
From my sights and my outlook on it, it was a shabby case.
Absolutely.
It was a very shabby case. They just wanted to pretty much pull a Judge Means. What I mean by that is that for those who live in the city of Philadelphia, y'all know Judge Means was a judge who he'd roof you and give you 45 to 90 years just so you
was sabotaging niggas.
Go to court and give that time back if you knew how to work the paperwork. In this situation here, not to speak prematurely, but from what we know from federal cases, they just wanted those men out the way. Because none of the evidence added up for anyone who watched what was going on. None of it added up. None of it was sturdy or solid to point to one individual or to point to a complete conspiracy. So
that part.
Hopefully, everybody from out of that case will be doing time. Salute for those who didn't sever the cases, because one thing we know also from criminal procedures, if one person severs the case, what happens is that they make it look as though the others are pretty much guilty of the crime. and leave people to their own circumstances. Keeping everything together means that now they have to look at everything and recognize if one person isn't guilty and they're involved in this case, then that means that everyone isn't. You know, everyone has to be treated fair, should I say? But let's talk about my brother just coming home, which is a beautiful thing. Cause alhamdulillah,
Allah is the most gracious, the most merciful all the time. It was the cut for me to be here right now.
Absolutely.
You know that?
How does that make you feel though? Like how does it feel to end up having another chance at tackling the world the way how you want to tackle and living life at your terms?
Oh man, it made me feel blessed. Like it makes me be more appreciative and understanding, like due to the circumstances that we face with every day, especially in the cities and coming from poverty and stuff like that, and just knowing that, you know, your time is valuable, you know, because tomorrow ain't promised. You could do something silly today and spend the rest of your life in prison, especially not even being out a month and just being. I was just on the 5th tier, you feel me, at Rockview, and majority of my friends was doing life sentences. I talk to them all the time on the phone. I got about 20 people on my list while I use Connect Network, and I send them emails daily. You know what I mean? I just, earlier if it was recording, I was just talking to my little young boy, you feel me? He's at Lower Highland somewhere. You know what I mean? Earlier, the day before that, I got a call from S Beach. He from the Feds. He in there right now. So just to be out here and to know that I had a situation where I was looking at a lot of time based off my priors and being a repeat offender and not stopping doing the same thing I was doing, catching the same cases in the same counties. Like they could have did what they wanted to me, you know what I mean? But you know, God had another plan for me, and that's why I'm here today. So it's a blessing. It definitely feels crazy just to be out here. Like it's something different.
What we do in our international, a lot of times, a lot of the listeners who are listening and tuned in, they have no clue because they listen from different places. Some people, for instance, on the West Coast, you know, there's the 3-strike rule, right?
Yeah.
So we're gonna let them know in the Commonwealth, right? And the Commonwealth is different than the common law states. In the Commonwealth, you have point systems. Now, those point systems means that after you built up a certain amount of points, after catching so many felonies, what happens is that they end up knocking you off for being a career criminal.
Yeah.
That's a life sentence. It means you don't necessarily have to commit 3 crimes per se. But if that point system racks up, one after the other, pretty much the system throws you away. Now, the problem is that's socially biased. That's racially biased. And that bias comes from the fact that everybody don't live in the areas that we live in. A lot of people don't, they're given a silver spoon.
They don't get charged how we get charged deeper.
Yeah.
Like at the end of the day, our babies is getting charged like grown men. Babies.
Ain't no doubt.
You feel me?
They getting juvenile life and all that shit.
And that's crazy and that's unacceptable. But at the end of the day, when the shoe's on the other foot, what do they do immediately? Plead insanity.
Right.
Oh my gosh, I went through some. No. Because at the end of the day, we're still going through oppression on a day-to-day.
No
we
doubt.
still live with trauma.
No doubt.
We're not able to even make these pleas. You feel me? This is something that's not even spoken within the black community. Mental health, which is something that I'm pretty sure everyone in this world, if not you specifically, you know someone in your immediate family who has suffered, a friend, someone close, from mental health. But we don't discuss
PTSD. Post-traumatic stress disorder.
Yeah, bipolar, schizophrenic, all that.
All of that.
Yeah, we're not going to leave nothing out, the chance.
Absolutely. Most of the people who end up in jail, right, have to take that trip down the Medline. We know that.
You got to see the site.
You know what I'm saying?
Mandatory.
They got to go to the site. They got to pick up that, you know, rather than, you know, you don't get the medications on the streets. You get, I mean, all type of stuff that you ain't never heard of.
Shit, they getting money off for real. Like
exactly.
It's really, in prison is not even. It's not like they don't try to help you in there. Prison is like it's a business, man. Like it's a business, and they're structured on making sure they do whatever's necessary to keep you there. That's why when you go to the parole board, it's not chances out of 10. Like seven out of 10, you getting a hit. Like when I first went up there and I went to the board, I got a hit. And I'm not saying I was the best person, but I wasn't the worst. You feel what I'm saying? So to go through that, and it's like I had to really realize that the system was designed to keep me there. I wasn't even supposed to be there on that long because like even though I had a serious case, whereas I was looking at a lot of time, like the lawyer got me a situation where I was facing boot camp. You know what I'm saying? Like I was facing boot camp, and I had got boot camp. And they sentenced me to that. And I got into something in the jail, and they snatched my boot camp away instantly. You know what I'm saying? Not to mention, it wasn't even that deep. But the way the system is designed, to make more money, it was going to keep me in there longer. Mm-hmm. So I got my boot camp snatched, so I had to do my original sentence. And the first time I seen the board, they gave me a hit. That showed me right there, like, if I don't apply myself and really focus on doing what I got to do to get out of there, they would have kept me longer because, like, they not playing that joint, man. Like, especially when you're a minority. I watch rapists and all these type of wild people that had crazy cases really get out on their first offense, you feel me? Mm-hmm. And somebody that had like petty drug cases, like they just keep them in there, like that shit wild, man.
All them dudes who be sitting at the table playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, real deal. I'm talking about straight fruitcakes, man, and that joint getting extorted and all that, man. You know, they be telling everything. They go to that board, they get right out, man. It's sad. Like, they pushing our paperwork to the back, you know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
That shit ain't make no sense.
And the reason why is because in their eyes, they looking at it as though those individuals have a solid foundation to go back home to. They have a home plan. They have a solid family structure that's going to help them and take care of them. When they look at us, even when we do have that, they still think in the back of their mind, oh no, they'll be back.
Yeah, ain't no doubt.
And so therefore they don't give us that opportunity. They don't give us that chance. It's other individuals. You know what I'm saying? It's not a situation based off of facts, based off of percentage, based off of what you've done in the jail and how many credentials you've gained. It's based off of, depending on your case, because we have to know there's a difference between violent cases and drug cases, but depending on how many people are sitting in that parole board, they have charge over your life like they're the judge. And if you have, for instance...
And you're never judged by your peers.
Exactly. Like, it's going to be people who you've never seen walk through your neighborhood a day before in your life. They've never been in your city, for that matter.
Can't relate to your life, can't relate to your struggle.
But they're sitting in this particular state prison, right? Sent by Harrisburg, within the state of Pennsylvania, that is. And they're going to see you in that jail to send you back to a city they've never been in. There's something wrong with that. That's not justice. That's not fairness. But, you know, we talk about
this
it so...
land wasn't built on that.
Yeah, we talk about it so that, you know, we can be able to put spark into people's minds and someone else can do something about it.
Or they can join and unite. My whole thing is like the revolution had to start somewhere. You feel me? If we all wait around waiting for the next person to do something or take it, okay, this is the resources I have, these are the resources you have, let's come together. This is what I can't take, this is what, I'm trying to move forward to. Okay, let's see how we can make this happen.
Absolutely.
Stop outsourcing, insource.
Yeah. I can't have said it better. So what do you have planned on doing for this next upcoming year? As an artist, as a future mogul? Because you came in here straight from the rip and you had said like, oh y'all own this situation? And I said, what? It's all about ownership. This is what this part right here. and shout out to us. You know what I'm saying? Corporation Clothing Company.
That part.
Sturdy. Shout out to us.
Shout out to us.
We believe in us. Corporation we trust. You feel me?
Yeah. This
is a throwback right here. Vintage Corporation Clothing Company hoodie. One of the first ventures that I embarked upon when I first came home. Right. Said, all right, well, I like wearing gear, so why not make my own?
Wear my own, yeah, no doubt.
So if we get involved in it, if we do it, why not own it? And that's the type of time that I'm on, and that's the type of time that I'm waiting for you.
Yeah, ain't no doubt. When I was just out, I was wearing like my own little stuff. You feel me? Like at the end of the day, like I'm not about to sit up there and spend my money on these people that don't even like me.
Tell them
what I'm saying? Like they can't stand me. Yet I'm wearing their shit. Like you feel me? Like I'm not going against the people that want to get in there. To each his own. All right, you do what you do, how you do it.
Right.
Me per se, you know what I'm saying? I just rather put my money into me and invest it in myself as opposed to my community. You feel me? Like I ain't playing with these people.
Straight like that.
Exactly.
That's the real definition. Sturdy. You feel me? And we ain't gonna tip, like, you know what I mean? That part.
You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, man, it's all about being independent. You know what I'm saying? Like, a person can put their weight on other people, but you know what I'm saying, we ain't into that. You know what I'm saying? We hold our own. We carry it real different.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So on that note, right, let's go to the first track. Let's go to what? Sturdy?
Yeah.
Sturdy. Good song right there. Featuring my big brother Pyro Mills on the West Coast. Chopper Bands, free Chopper Bands. He from the South, from South Memphis. You feel me? Like, you know, just came together real niggas, you feel me? Decided to get together and put something nice together, you feel me? Like, and that's just how we carrying it.
Absolutely.
Niggas know we run shit like tap water. All sturdy shit. For real. Show no love to these haters, just do what I gotta do. I'ma make the whole world notice. I'ma make the whole world notice. I'ma make the whole world notice. I'ma make the whole world.
We back. We back sturdy.
Mr. Make It Rain, all rainy, and
Flawless flaw. Peace,
King Setta in the building.
Yeah.
Sturdy, you know that.
So, let them know what it is they just heard. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, we just getting them introduced. You know what I'm saying? Waking them up a little bit, shaking them up a little bit. You feel me?
Well, what y'all just heard, like the first track right there, that was a track produced by my man Chopper Bands. It was called Sturdy, featuring him. He's from South Memphis, and my OG he from Bompton. That's Pyro Mills.
Salute.
One of the ones that got me on the West Coast when I went out there, was doing my thing back in 2016, 2017 before I fell and did that stint.
Mm-hmm.
The second song was one of the first tracks I dropped was called Lotus. It's available on iTunes and all digital streaming platforms and all that.
Go grab that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that joint was sturdy. You feel me? Like that was also another song that was in the making of me getting all out there and stuff like that. So what happened was that song was actually produced by Jay Lai. He's from DC or whatever. We had linked up, you know, via the internet. You know, he made a beat. I got on the beat. You know, he was feeling what I was saying. He got it played on the radio out DC, and you know, Pyro Mills heard it out Bompton, and where we went from that, you know, the rest is history. I went out there and started making it happen, and you know, had it not been for the stint, it would have been a lot more sturdy. But you know, things happen for a reason.
Everything happened for a reason. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about the setbacks, it's all about to get back.
You know that?
Exactly.
So,
that's how we coming.
Absolutely. Hey, look, I'm feeling the music. You know what I'm saying? And you know, for me and you, we go back. So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we got real time in.
Absolutely. From day one, let me break it down to y'all.
Back.
You know what I'm saying? When it comes down to me and Setta, right?
Right.
I remember he had the whole jail saying his bars, saying his songs before he even laid it on the track. And this is real talk. So when a person is able to give the world their energy, their words, and have them embrace it, that's a power.
Mm-hmm.
That power is the ability to influence. That's a power to. That's a master of ceremonies. Exactly. Yeah. You're able to make a person feel your words. So it's like we was, you know, they call prison a miniature world because everything that goes on out here still go on inside. So you know, that's one of the things that a lot of people forget about. Like the same people who are inside always come back out eventually. You know what I'm saying? Unless they there forever. But when you're able to be within the prison walls and have everybody saying your words, and you didn't even lay the track yet, I told myself, I said, watch. I'm gonna just watch for you to come home and see how you set the world on fire. So now, even though you had a couple setbacks, you know what I'm saying, you came home and then you went back. So right now, I'm telling the world, I'm putting a stamp on it. You know what I'm saying?
Sturdy.
Pay attention. Setta, you know what I'm saying? Go to his IG. You got the Facebook?
No, I gotta make another one. You know, I'll be forgetting passwords. I'm heavy under the forgetful act. I ain't sturdy on the memories tip, so don't bite me in the head.
He's just coming home. But watch. You know what I'm saying? This is the first episode of NR International for the new season. And he's just coming home. I'm telling y'all to pay attention.
I heard it live first.
Mm-hmm.
Don't say we ain't warn you.
Now, Flawless.
I mean, the thing that I love personally,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, straight home, back to business. You feel me?
Business.
No other place greater to be than where you are right here.
After family, of course. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
You know, we had.
That goes without saying.
Yeah,
you know that.
You know, because I mean, I want to make sure that
Shout out
everybody
to my
take
mom.
everything in its proper context.
Mama.
You know what I'm saying?
I
Because
need to call and let them know what's going on right now.
we got to hold down the
Straight.
people who held us down.
That part.
You know what I'm saying? First and foremost. For people who, you know what I'm saying, went away, and then they had people hold them down and they came home and did them dirty or acted crazy with them, we don't respect that. You know
No,
what I'm
there's
saying?
no honor in that. That's not
There's
sturdy.
Yeah. Salute to everybody who said that they was going to do everything they said they was going to do and did it. Period.
You know that. Everybody upheld their honor, kept it sturdy.
Mhm.
That's what it's really about. You know that.
Word is bond. You know what I'm saying? That's all
Salute
we got.
to the honorable.
So after that, now it's back to the work. So where do you see yourself, say for instance, in the next 5 years with your work? I'm just going to hop out the window with that one and say
Busting out.
in the next 5
Yeah,
years.
busting out to the grease, man. Like, I mean, to the motherfucking gills, sturdy. You feel me? Like, we ain't gonna tip. Like, I mean, in the next 2 years, actually, I see myself on the West Coast really like living out there, like perfecting my craft and working with a lot of artists all over the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just like this is my current situation right now. You gotta start at home, and that's pretty much where I'm at with it right now. Like, Philly's the birthplace. I'm from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. You know, North Philly to be exact. Originally from down 3rd Street, down Badlands, you know, migrated down 15th and Allegheny, you feel me? And that's where shit got real. And I want to start here. So for the next 2 years, I want to get it out the mud and really work with all the artists in Philly and really build up with him and them so where it's indestructible. After that, you take it back on the road, you feel me? There's no rap tour shit. I got my sister, she busting out now, you feel me? Like, to me, it wasn't nothing better than that. To go to prison and do a stint and have my sister just bust out of nowhere, like, killing shit, like, that made my heart bleed, you know what I'm saying? Like, and the crazy part about it, like, a lot of people, they telling me in jail, like, damn, Setta, like, I see you writing for your sister, she busting out, that shit hot, sturdy, I'm like, I ain't write shit, you feel me? Like, they think I'm lying, like,
Because we females, listen.
I'm getting calls from the West Coast telling me like, yo, it's hot, sturdy, she doing that thing, like, I see you doing right, you writing for, bro, I ain't writing for her, bro, like, what people finally realize, like, my sister, bro, she really intelligent and smart, like, she used to really, like, win plaques and shit for writing in school, so, I mean, I'm sure that apple don't fall too far from the tree, she put that penmanship into this music, and shit got different, so, like, I'm really proud of her, and I'm just happy to be a part of her, like, you feel me, we like Batman and Robin out this joint, man, like, and every time we step on scene, they gonna notice the difference, because, you feel me, like, outside of rap, we busting up, like, we don't even need to rap, we could pull up and just be us, you feel me, like,
natural stars.
and that's it, like, you feel me, like,
you know what I'm saying? Fresh and fly, y'all know what it is.
Energy is crazy.
that part.
Like that, this is definitely a great interview to have the beginning of 2020.
That part.
Lovely energy.
Energy.
Yeah, look out for us, don't just say
People
we.
forget words, people don't forget energy.
Exactly.
You know that, you know, in the vibe, and it's real,
It's
in the vibe.
Y'all know the
Don't
vibes.
lie.
So, yeah.
I got a question though. Right.
Yeah, what's the question?
We accepting all questions.
Talk to us, right? Tell us how your mentality had to change from being incarcerated to like adjusting back to being home and basically being sure of yourself that like, you know, this is what you want to do and not trying to go back. How did your mentality change?
It changed in a drastic way because first and foremost I had to come home and I had to realize that I really needed to have patience, you know. I needed to have patience and I needed to humble myself because at the end of the day, like, yes, I was accustomed to getting a couple of hours in the streets and yes, I was accustomed to living a certain lifestyle, and when I came home, I was feeling like I was at a standstill because it wasn't like I was being embraced with thousands of dollars and motherfuckers giving me keys to brand new whips and cribs and all that despite whatever motherfuckers had going on, you feel me? So for me, it was a humbling experience to come home and realize like, yeah, the world didn't stop that. You got locked up, that shit ain't stopped, you feel me? So people that you seen that was doing bad, they doing good. People that you seen doing good, they doing bad. And people that was stagnant, they still stagnant, you know what I mean? So like, it changed me in a way where I realized like, damn, I can't come home thinking that I need to be keeping up with the Joneses, you know what I mean? I need to keep up with me. You know what I'm saying? And as long as I got love and respect for my family, the people that care about me, those are the people I need to keep up with. Because they don't care if I got the flyest clothes, if I'm driving now, you feel what I'm saying? Like, I came home and shit was catching the bus. I got motherfuckers that's riding me around and shit, but like, I'm catching the bus now, you feel me? Like, and I'm talking, when I got locked up, I had 3 cars, you feel me? So to have all that taken away from you and little shit like that and realizing that you can't drive because you're on parole and shit like that, and you risk going to jail, going back, getting hit for 6 months, something petty like that. You gotta humble yourself, you know what I mean? Like, and really, I learned patience. So that's what's different about me now because I was pretty wild, man. And anybody could see I never left nothing to chance, and I was one of those people where it's though like I didn't put the worst on social media, but if you kind of look at my social media past tense, you would kind of get a glimpse of getting to know me, and everybody that knew me knew I was kind of out of control. So like I wouldn't say I'm 100% changed, but as far as me doing the dumb shit that got me in prison, oh yeah, it's a wrap for that. You know what I'm saying? My mentality is definitely on another level right now.
Still stuck on the tray.
Yeah. I still be fucking up a chichi every now and then. I'm fucked up. All right, it's my guilty pleasure.
Hey, but look, one thing we're gonna say about the chichi is that it's a delicacy when you go on, and depending on where you at. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to New York and Jersey. They call it hookups. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But at the end of the
They
day,
call them slabs, sturdies. On the West Coast, they call them spreads, man. Shout out to Bompton Menace, man.
Yeah.
They can have me eating a spread, bloody red spread with the hot Cheetos and that joint sturdy, man. Like, don't forget, we in a mansion eating spreads, man. That's how we was burying it out there. They remember.
But we all about health and wealth. You know what I'm saying? So it's like anything that you have to survive with while you're in prison, that's for you to survive with. You know what I'm saying? But when you come back home, you know what I'm saying, it's a whole new game plan. That game plan is, you know what I'm saying, not to go back to there. Because that place is a prison for the living. You know what I'm saying? You slowly dying on the inside, and people on the outside are dying, and you can't do nothing about it while you're in there.
Ain't no doubt.
You know what I'm saying? So, we out here with a new mind. We out here with a new game plan, and the game plan is to win. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Making sure that our mind, our body, our soul is all completely right, and tackling the world. When you have everything within self right, everything else is going to end up humbling itself to you.
That part.
You know what I'm saying? That's you being the king. You masters you,
Right.
everything else becomes servants.
Ain't no doubt.
The world's at your disposal. So after that, you now give that energy out to the world. So my question in regards to your rap is, and I'm saying this for everyone who's listening, everyone who would end up asking me, how come I didn't ask this question?
Yeah.
Most rappers, before they go to jail, put out to the world more savagery. What I mean by that is that, you end up saying certain things in your raps that, it sounds hard, you know what I'm saying? It's gangster. We ain't gonna say that it's not.
Yeah.
But to have responsibility of what's being heard by not only the youth, and also to take note that this is the generation and time period where you got the federales who's taking notes now.
Yeah.
So
How
we just
can-
snitching on the track.
Yeah.
We just
And-
gonna say that
All the
shit like
time.
And so we,
Niggas be telling on themselves.
we always
That's
bring
it.
this up on Take It to the Streets TV, on the radio, on our international. We always bring this up saying like, it's entertainment. So for all y'all who's listening, trying to find out other stuff, get out of there. This is entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Same way y'all look at Al Pacino, Robert De Niro, and all the rest of them.
Yeah.
This is a entertainment for the masses who love to hear it. Now, how y'all decide to take it is on y'all.
Laissez-faire.
As far as being rappers, the thing is that it's not for us to end up having any issues with ourselves when they do go snooping around and looking.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
No
So
doubt.
it's a situation of always staying clean and staying real and staying right. But at the same time, the words that you say, how do you think that would change? Because we know how people such as Gucci Mane has changed his ways when he went to jail. We know how people such as Spado, changed his style of speaking to the world. We know how, and we can go into, so many different people who went and came back. It's more like I would say it's more like a heightened sense. Do you feel as though you got that heightened sense in regards to your bars now, in regards to your music?
I mean, absolutely. Like, don't get it fucked up. Like, I still talk my shit, but I'm not trying to say me some shit that's about to get me incriminated. You know what I mean? I'm not about to tell you I shot it in the head. I ain't about to tell you that. It's just done.
No doubt,
I'm
no
gonna
doubt.
plead the fifth before I do anything else.
Ain't no doubt.
So, that's what we're looking for, and I'm sure some of the listeners, that's what they're looking for too. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, in our internationals and platforms, it's the people's platform. You know what I'm saying? We here for the people's, making sure that everything is put out there real right.
Yeah, everything's sturdy.
Everything's sturdy.
That part. Remember.
So being as though you got your time in, right? What would you tell something to an artist who's literally just entering? What advice do you have for them? Just entering the industry.
I would tell an artist that's just entering the industry to stay true to themselves and never feel like they gotta like meet up to anybody else's standards, because you'll be a fool to sit up there and think just because you young and you don't know no better that you gotta take advice from somebody else that's not really taking advice from themselves. You know what I'm saying? Because there's nothing wrong with taking knowledge from somebody and following a great leader, but you gotta be mindful of who you following. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you can be following somebody that's blind and you wake up and you smack dead in the middle of a wall. You're like, what the fuck happened? You know what I mean? So just be real analytical and critical as opposed to like not. You want to be nonchalant and probably paying attention to him because he got something that you idolize, but you ain't paying attention to what it took for him to get there and what he sacrificed and what he gave up. He probably lost his honor to get where he at. You know what I mean? He probably really not even sturdy, but you just so enlightened by that illusion that you fucked up mentally. You know what I'm saying? So my best advice to give to the youth is just set your own path and follow that and stick to it. And as long as you believe in yourself and nobody else do, you'll make it there. Because I guarantee in the end, everybody gonna believe. Because like before I started doing anything, like I was running around with no sense, you feel me? But I always stuck true to me. I always believed in what I was doing. I didn't stop because people told me to stop or felt like I shouldn't have been doing it. I did what I chose to do. I didn't have no regrets. Even with selling drugs and going to prison, I did what I chose to do and I had no regrets. I feel like that was something I had to get through in life to get where I'm at today. You know what I mean? I'm 27 now, so that shit is in the past. I did all my jail time, so there's no reason I should be going to jail. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm blessed to make it out looking like this. I could have been a lot worse. I could have been wheelchair Jimmy or something. You know what I mean? Like,
Facts.
Bruising around this joint bad. Like, so you know, that's just how I look at it. Like, I tell you to just stay true to them and focus on what they got going on and really put time into themselves and understand that they got the power in their hands and it's possessive to do whatever they want to do. And it starts with just them knowing, like just that insight, you know? Okay, that's it.
So we got 10 minutes on the countdown. So what do we have for the DK news? Just to make sure that we, you know, should we go to the music?
What y'all do? Y'all give up bars in here too? Y'all be letting us rap and stuff?
Yeah.
By all means, what you got?
I'm ready like air this joint out. Like I'm so horny and rapping this joint. Like
you want to talking a little acapella?
Yeah, we don't need no beat.
Yeah, I just want to make sure we point to the time.
He said we don't
so
need
you know
no
what we're going.
We don't need no music break.
Yeah, so you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go straight at it. You know what I'm saying?
I be on
Let's
that.
get it.
Talk to him.
He said, Setta rockin' trendy, that's a Fendi. I be getting to that moolah, no shooter, I told my own glizzy. That bitches got me twisted, don't get any. I just flee him at the fucking cause they know that they ain't worth a penny. Street fighter with my shoe game kicked like Luke Kane. Effortless the way I do things, hella rare, no I ain't done by many. I never jack style, invent the wave, compete the stitching in my cloth. Know this shit telling me, get on my level cause I done stepped it up. You be sacking them niggas till they ain't rad enough. I cut off my bitch cause she wasn't bad enough and found the new thought sick of the flu shot. Little bitch quit throwing up. Digits on my mind more than hoes, I love that paper. I don't pay for pussy, blow it on drip in love with that flavor. That P1 with that kid had me feeling like speed racer lane, switching brain, getting on mission, just fleeing haters. I'm a known topic in my hood, just like who got shot. Been known to turn it up and dip soon as the block hot. Niggas be quick at the lip till they hear that block eye. Blah, 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 blah. Then they rap like it's that guy. A rap guy, they labeling me because I do it with no effort when talking this greasy. You hear me? And bitches follow my every word. My drip drop there first like way below the curve. You heard? They hear me spit, say this shit is absurd. My lifestyle real, guess it's considered the verb. I do it. I ain't the one that wrote 1,000 raps, cause I was living what I'm saying, did 1,000,000 laps through hell. Never gonna coach some shit I ain't about. See the medallion got the tooth about that lion mouth. And if I'm itching, then I'm quick to pull that iron out. Then get the cutting like a diesel, bring the tyrant out. My mama want a house yellow, daddy want a black caddy. I just want a bad bitch with no flaws. Far from Aggie, flying through your boulevard and that P1 label with the hazard. Cause that shit so fast might disappear just like magic. Young nigga with a ticket on my mind. Rolling through the city, 36 up in my ride. That's a brick up in my ride. They asking me why I'm slinging dope. When I got that flow, that rock boat should do way more than float. Crash course, young nigga throwing bricks off the backboard. Fuck the penitentiary, they craving for this trap lord. Label offer me 100,000. Should I crack for it? Never will I settle for pennies, bitch. I ain't no whack whore. Switching sides, never that. Throw that O until I'm done. Thinking now I dream with the taste, little bitch. I ain't the one. Disrespect taking the dead. Know that I keep a gun. Till some wins and losses, but you never heard about me run. Hoes let me say that my bot's sturdy, hella worthy. My drip don't come with no styles because the trap encouraged it. My dicky slim on my butters loose on my fitted cock. That glizzy snug on my waist, sucking that 30 shot, smoke down. Can't swim, but a float, clown Setta, new face of Philly, y'all hold the north down. I got 100 shooters sitting outside, got 1,000 rounds in my ride. We could bang, nigga. Goofy hitters, fuck a poncho when it rain. Nigga knock him off the track with them bullets. You think a train hit him? First out the penitentiary, back to the trenches. I'm in the squad again, top from a slider pulling the inches. Whoa! Come get your BM, little bitch, big trifling. Big dyking on OG and you wiping. You want some clown shit. I shoot a hit, then call it murder. Get you down quick. Cause line one out the body to get them pounds sent. I'm in the stew, me and Lotus cooking up mad hits. And still ain't thinking my stopping even when past rich. Whoa! Fuck all the hate and the cheap subliminals. Just here to run up that bag. Fuck what you finna do. I cut a lot of niggas off of aggression. That they sick cause they not around, but they was blocking my blessing for real. I switched the pitch for every season that changed and watch niggas in the light cause they ain't used to that fame. Ill. I know some niggas that was using my name to get some shine, but in the end you only got labeled lame still. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me ask y'all a question, man. Let me ask y'all a question, man. Take this shit off.
See, make sure we run.
Hold on, man.
Alright.
He said,
Make sure we run.
Did you just open
how many niggas do you know really doing that shit like Setta? I bet the answer none. If it ain't, then none of them better. I crave cheddar no matter the weather. I'm a track. Too many lost fucking with crack, so I chose the rap. Let me take you back a second to fill you in on that spill. Before you ever heard of my name in the record deal. Before I ever thought about fame and the bright lights, I'm talking way back when. I wasn't sleeping that night, no eating that night. Reason being shit wasn't right. Was down up on my dick, so I started slinging that white. No clothes up on my strip, I was certified ran the shooters or hooligan, straight militant, smoking nigga like hookah. Been ready to boot up. You ain't gotta force me to ride. Ever drama, I was swift like a trizzy, ready to slide. Get the bus and no public transportation. Ain't talking ride. Got no safety limit. Squeeze on that trigger, bullet just fly. Who gon' flow out the gym like this rapping Northside? Be ballin' all in the finals, they sitting courtside. Free all my niggas that sit and know that I'm gon' ride. SB with Federal, he was on his money bag vibes. Labels throwing deals like it's tennis. I be swatting like Serena. Need that big bag like a pension. After 50 years of labor, my craft ain't got no limit. Not to mention that I'm really from the street. These niggas timid. Fuck the gimmicks, I be with real bruises. They don't recruit and gotta be bonded by that blood. Ain't a certified shooter, I really got it out the mud. Take a look at my nails. Still got fiend money, that's that trap block smell. I should be with no mail. You think this shit come from rap? I went to college, but the clientele was moving that pack. I went to jail, felt the line, now in 30s is back. My doctor bitch still got the zanies if a nigga want that. I swear it's deeper than rap. Come on, man. Different coils, I got bigger fish to boil you. You niggas only want that milk until it's spoiled. I take the spoiled milk and turn it into green. I mess it together, yeah, I'm talking cottage cheese. Bitch, please, knees, that's what I'ma tell her, ho. And she better chief down like a Navajo. Aqua blue Mozzie, inside desert sand. I sold grams, dark tan, I was underhand. I never wanted to be the man, I got chose. Don't give a fuck about rap, still I got flows. I whip old, sick hand, King taught me, bitch. I'm two-stepping on that word for a sturdy flip. I know they listening, so I'ma say it loud and clear. I hear the threats with you pussies, know I ain't never scared. I heard he traded on the gang, that nigga's a Judas. They gave him honor, then he lost it, man, that nigga foolish. My bitch bad, like Ashanti, need no Mac. I murder him with the ink, Irv Gotti back. Giving them tells, I so snell, it wasn't slow. Fentanyl on my dope is sold like blow. The task force tried to knock me cause they caught me. Told them pussy suck my dick, I'd rather go out in a coffin. The soft hit the pot, lock fast in the off it. Put them on you on the coat, the shit flipping like a dolphin. I copped 3 cars, tried to start my own auction. Then the bitch traded on me, had my heart and then she lost it. And free that nigga SB, you know he stood the tallest. Got knocked Glock, modified barrel, and he chalked it. Yeah, man, like that's just a light. We ain't that sturdy, man. That's light bars, man. We ain't gonna give me next time, man. We gonna give them the real bars, man.
Flame them real quick.
We playing around with them right now, man. You know, something light for them, man. They remember.
I mean, that's how we doing it on the International Radio Show and Podcast. You know what I'm saying? Every Thursday, 6:30 to 8 p.m. You know what I'm saying? North Philly to the rest of the world, we here. Global, never local, only international counts. The most authentic on the airwaves.
You dig?
Shout out to everybody in this joint right now, man.
Most definitely. Shout out to Miss Lady C. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Shout out to everybody who's holding down to take it to the streets station. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, we doing this thing together. 2020. It's about being millionaires. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I want to give a shout out to all our sponsors. I want to give a shout out to all of our loyal fans and supporters. Everybody who's been tuned in since last year. I want to give a shout out to everybody who we have networked with within the past 2019. Mm-hmm. Big ups. If you didn't get a personal shout out as of yet, I'm sure you will. Hit us up, you know what I'm saying, for promotions, for your interview. Slide in the DMs. Hit the number, do what you gotta do. However, we are not done yet.
Shout out to our sponsors too.
Yes,
shout out to the sponsors.
We love y'all.
You know what I'm saying? We love the endorsements.
We love you.
Big Jacks. I fell in love with the Big Jacks. Steady.
Talking about steady. Setta, he got a quote for us today. We gotta
always do the quote of the day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the quote of the day is love yourself, respect yourself, and always remain sturdy.
Sturdy.
You understand me? So in case you ain't hear the color cut clarity in it, I'ma slide that thing through your ears one more time.
Let's get it.
We gonna love ourselves. We gonna respect ourselves, and we gonna always remain sturdy. That part.
Hold your ground.
They remember.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm out.
That's how we doing it. And on that note, we're gonna go straight to the, what's the last one?
Music break. Let's
The
get it.
last one. This is the last one.
Oh,
No rap.
Setta.
No rap? Is it no rap?
We don't got no rap. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
We
send it
ain't
to
got
us.
that. Yeah, we got ain't hiding.
But y'all got ain't hiding. That's a pretty
High.
sturdy joint, man.
We ain't high.
They all sturdy.
We outside.
Man, but I told these niggas I don't give no fucks, man. Zero fucks given, man. You know, all that sideways and all that two-faced shit. You know, my people won't stand for that type of shit around here, man. You know, I just be talking with a lingo, man. Hustle City. Look. I know some niggas talking shit like I ain't really with it. You play around, I swear that chopper leave you in your feelings. Fuck up your kidneys, I swear to God I'm gon' handle business. You know I keep this shit 100, dog, this how I'm living.